So today I'm going to show you my top 10 favorite tattoos that I have reposted on my Instagram page from the previous month of November. Now, I know we're a little bit late into December, but I just had so many amazing tattoos from that month that I need to show you, because I can guarantee you there's going to be a tattoo in this video that you have never seen done before, or there might just be a tattoo in this video that'll give you inspiration or an idea for a future tattoo of your own. So the first tattoo that I have for you is a very interesting tattoo that is placed to perfection, and I mean to perfection. And it's kind of funny because when I first came across this tattoo, I didn't really think too much of it. I thought it was a stupid funny tattoo that somebody just got on the nipple to kind of just give this person some warts or pimples on their face. But it's only once I started to read the comments that one kind of popped out at me where it said that this is Lemmy from Motorhead. And then I went ahead, looked up who he was on Google, and it's only once I seen a picture of him actually pop up that I realized how great this tattoo actually is. And pretty much after seeing how well executed this tattoo was in terms of representing its real counterpart, along with being a little bit funny as well, it 100% had to make my list for favorite tattoos of the month. Next at number 2, we have this post. And for anybody wondering, no, I am not talking about the tattoos that are under the fishnetting. No, I am actually talking about the fishnetting itself, because that is all a tattoo. Now, I know this may seem a little silly to have on my favorites list for the month of November, but for me, I just love different tattoos that maybe fool people in one way or another, or make them think a little bit more than they have to than compared to just a regular tattoo that is on the body. And for me, this was just one of those more memorable tattoos from the month of November that I just really liked, because it's so simple in the fact that it's just black dots done over and over and over again, but in that it kind of goes and just creates this almost fish netting look. I also really like and find it cool that you can still see these older tattoos underneath it. It honestly feels like I can go ahead and just pull that fish netting off of it and I'd still be able to see all those older tattoos right under. I just really enjoyed this tattoo. Now, my next tattoo in number 3 is an incredible example on how tattoos can truly change somebody's life for the better by then going ahead and covering up an old chapter in somebody's life and bringing them into a whole brand new one. And as you can see right here, we have this tattoo that takes the scars that somebody has inflicted on themselves from a previous past and then creates it into such a beautiful tattoo and scenery, all while still keeping those scars there in a way. And that's what I really love about this tattoo. I love how the artist, the Soul Kim, went about designing this whole tattoo. They don't really fully cover up the scars, but instead use the scars to their advantage by incorporating it nicely into the overall scenery of the tattoo. At number 4, I have such an amazing tattoo sleeve to show you, and it probably might be one of my favorites from the year as well. Now, it might not be a favorite for a lot of people because for some reason Blackout is just so looked out upon, but it does make the top of my list because, one, it is a cover up, and also it is done very well along with the idea and theme behind it. I absolutely love everything about it. Now, as we can see, we are given this kind of arm that is about to be covered up, and we are then given a 3/4 blackout sleeve with kind of like a sperm whale done in the negative space to really make it pop out amongst the black. And then to finish everything off, we are giving a sailing ship done on the top, and I think this all comes together very well. I love the fact that you have black and gray realism kind of working together with blackout, and they complement one another very well. I love what the artist Aaron Helpman did in terms of kind of separating it with that water effect, and also still having the sperm whale being in both kind of themes in terms of the blackout and the black and gray realism with the ship. And then the more than anything, my favorite part about this whole sleeve is the idea behind it with kind of the sperm whale just diving down into the black, and that kind of represents kind of the ocean. As if you go far enough down, you won't have any more light and it will be dark too. And I think that just really captures the real kind of thing that happens in real life. And I just think this is overall such a great execution to a cover up, along with the inside as well, where you have kind of more things to go with the theme. Just absolutely amazing sleeve. Now, this next tattoo in number 5 is awesome and is one of my favorites because it is Dinosaur theme, and I absolutely love Dinosaur theme, but it's also done in a very fun, unique way that we don't really see too much of. Now, if you are new to the channel, then I'm going to show you what my back currently looks like, just to show you how much I love Dinosaur. So I think it's pretty safe to say that I have a big liking for them. And this one on this back piece right here is just done in a very different way in terms of a new school style that we really don't see too much of still. It's starting to become a lot more popular, but it still isn't been done too much, especially in this style with dinosaurs. And I think they just look so cool in that kind of new school animated theme. I love the new school because it brings a lot of vibrant colors into the mix. It brings a lot of animated figures and expressions into the mix as well. And again, I just think this overall looks awesome. I love the colors that were chosen. They all really go together in a very nice way with kind of like that turquoise going with the orange and then kind of like the whole background as well. And if you look closely too, I love the idea and theme behind this whole design in terms of that, like the dinosaurs are coming out of the grave and coming back to life. And as we all know that they died, they're long gone, but this shows they're coming back, and I love that idea. All right, so far we've been talking about my favorite tattoos, but I want to take a quick moment to talk about something that I really love and is my favorite too, and that is Manscaped, who are today's video sponsor. Now, before you go ahead and skip this part of the video, which I know a lot of you are going to try to do, at least remember this one word, INK. That'll get you 20% off, free shipping, and that is a great deal that you do not want to miss out on. Since today's video is all about my favorite tattoos, I thought I would share with you a couple favorite items from them that are now staples in my routine, especially since I went ahead and shaved my head. Can't talk about Manscaped without talking about their signature lawnmower series. This is a tool that will give you one of the smoothest trims down there without actually having to shave. And if you are worried about nicks, cuts, or bleeding down there because maybe that's something that happened with a previous trimmer that you've used in the past, then this is the guy that you are definitely going to want to check out because it has built-in skin safe technology in the blades of its dual interchangeable heads, and that is just going to leave you with a clean, safe trim. And I've been using this for over a year now, and I have yet to have anything happen. It just does the job that you need it to. Next, we have the beard hedger, and even though the beard is in the name, it can do a lot more than just that. Now, this is a great tool. It's got 20 built-in lengths with one single guard. Absolutely amazing, so you don't got to worry about going and finding different guards to it. And this used to be my go-to for pretty much just trimming, shaping my beard, mustache, but ever since I went ahead and went bald, this has now been my go-to for shaving the head. Treat yourself to the holiday season, or maybe somebody else, and go to manscaped.com and use the code INK, that is INKED, to get 20% off plus free shipping. At number 6, I want you all to meet Taco the Chihuahua, and I think this is an absolutely adorable tattoo. It warms my heart to see that this guy got his pet tattooed on his face, and it does make my list because I love when I see people get their pets tattooed on them, and this just takes it to the extreme. Now, this isn't something that I would do in terms of putting it on my face, and I wouldn't recommend most people do, but I still really fuck with this tattoo a lot. And also, just look at how happy Taco is to be tattooed on his owner's face. He's absolutely adorable. At number 7, we have a tattoo that is just executed so beautifully and is at the top of my favorites list for the month of November, because even though it's a very popular tattoo that is done a lot, that being this Medusa style tattoo, I think the artist behind this tattoo, Sasha O'Caron, just absolutely knocked it out of the park in terms of how they went about doing this with the color, with the cracks. I absolutely love the cracks, but the color really makes it look a lot like marble, and then also with it being in color, it gives those additional details like that green moss growing around it, kind of a real ageness to it, where it looks like this kind of statue has been sitting outside in the elements for hundreds of years. And I just think it's a jaw-dropping piece. One more thing I gotta mention about this that I really, really love, and that is this slight hint of warm kind of color to like the chin, eyebrow, and to the snake leg. Oh, just it perfects the tattoo. The next tattoo at number 8 makes my list because it has elements designed into it so subtly that you might miss it if you weren't told about it. I'm gonna give you a quick couple seconds to kind of figure out what I am talking about. Now, in this tattoo, we can see it's obviously got that traditional Japanese theme to it, with those very popular traditional wave fingers being the main design behind this whole tattoo. But it's when you look closer at it, you see that there are these skulls creatively incorporated into the finger waves. You have a lot of these small skulls, and then you obviously have this much bigger one in it as well. But again, you might not have noticed it if I didn't tell you about it. Now at number 9, I have another sleeve to show you, and this one just flows so nicely throughout the whole arm, and actually a little bit even more than just the arm. But it's one of my favorites because it uses the body to its advantage and how the body moves to really elevate the design of the whole overall tattoo. Now there are 4 reasons to why I love this sleeve so much. One is because of how dark it is. If you know me, then you really know I gravitate a lot more to like darker realism or darker style tattoos, and this is definitely one of those darker style kind of sleeves. 2, the design along with certain elements are kind of consistent throughout the whole kind of sleeve, so it really flows nicely as one. 3, I really like how it kind of extends into the palm a little bit, and then also into the kind of armpit as well. And then the 4th and final reason, and this is the main reason why I love this tattoo so much and why it's one of my favorites, is because of how this face is placed in kind of the inside of the arm. And when the body and kind of the arm moves, the face moves in a very eerie, dark way. I think it just looks cool, and it brings a lot more emotion to the whole overall design of this sleeve. But at number 10, I want to show you another sleeve, and this sleeve might just be my favorite tattoo, not just from the month of November, but might just be my favorite tattoo from the whole year of 2024. And it is this beautiful masterpiece of a sleeve right here, done by an artist out of Italy, and his name is Joe Tartucci. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I'm probably butchering it. But like, oh, every time I look at this sleeve, I am in absolute awe. It is just so striking. It is so beautiful. And there's such a simple idea behind the whole overall idea and design of this tattoo, in terms of it's just like this black work snake wrapping around the arm, and then it's just filled in with this red. I've actually been following this sleeve for a while now in terms of the progression, and once it was finished, it easily made my way to the first spot in my favorite tattoo, not only of, again, November, but of the year. This is one of those sleeves that if I saw it walking past me on the streets, it would leave me in my spot with my jaw dropped. And I gotta say, I am super jealous that this isn't my arm, because fuck, that is dope. Now, go in the comment section, guys, and let me know what tattoo from today's videos list was your favorite, and why was it your favorite. I love hearing your thoughts and your opinions on certain tattoos, and I would just love to hear what you guys all have to say. So go do that for me, and also go ahead and check out one of these videos right here. It's also videos from past months that I've done where I've listed my favorite tattoos, and again, I can guarantee you there's going to be a tattoo in there that you've never seen before and might just give you inspiration for a future tattoo of your own.